I think I now have at least a partial answer to the question, why do I sometimes do things like watching YouTube, even though I'm not really interested in the topic? Or, in other words, why do I do sometimes things that I already know I would regret? To understand the following, I mostly think one needs to understand the two main cycles. At least for me, there is the circadian cycle. For the sake of simplicity, we can assume the circadian cycle linearly goes down from the maximum wake state to the state in which then sleep arrives. I then further assume that the ultradian cycles, about 90 minutes, go on top of this. Of course, there would be more cycles, but I now draw only 3, because then these are a little bit easier to see. Now, the best example of when something that I actually don't want to do would be able to attach to me and therefore waste my time is by assuming I'm low in my circadian cycle, but I'm also simultaneously low in my ultradian cycle. So maybe here. Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, in their book Thinking Fast and Slow, modeled the mind, simplified probably, as a system that consists out of two systems, System 1 and System 2. Now, System 1 is mostly the fast thinking part, which one could also say is the subconscious, which one does not really have access to. And not thinking fast, but System 2 then would be the system that is thinking slow. Now, in terms of things attaching to me, to my mind, one could also say these things are kind of like a virus. And in this case, my System 2, my rational thinking mind, is my guardian. It protects the both of us against viruses that would attack my mind. This could be sugary food, this could be watching YouTube, this could be starting a Netflix subscription, which seems to be designed to maximize my watch time, which compared to a gym is actually quite ridiculous if one thinks about a gym doing kind of the same thing, but having an opposite incentive. Getting people first subscribed, but then ideally the people at the gym don't even go there. But in terms of Netflix, they do want to watch. So actually, I think the whole thing is quite easy to understand. If I'm sufficiently awake, then I do not have trouble blocking things like sugary food or blocking things like watching Netflix or starting a Netflix subscription. But sufficiently tired, basically being low in ultradian but also circadian cycle. Maybe additionally fighting food stress or some other mental stress. Then things like mind viruses, one could call them, or things that are designed to attach to these lower states in which I am, or we both are vulnerable, can attach. And then they start their task, which often is an algorithm that is designed to then basically go over these regenerational periods in which I could take a nap and thus drive my alertness a little bit higher again. But since they are designed to overdrive those, just like in Inception, until I fall asleep, I arrive in limbo.